taken me a while to get this. Words that I wish to say. All right. I've been wanting to make this video for a while to explain a background to the training videos that I put up of me trying to lift as much weight as I can. But there is a background of trauma, a history of lower back trauma that I wanted to go into today, and I actually went so far as to gain some imaging and look back at some of my past imaging and explain some things. First of all, through my early 20s, I had a series of lower back injuries brought on by poor deadlift technique, poor squatting technique, to the point where I couldn't stand up properly on days. I couldn't straighten myself. I couldn't breathe properly because of the pressure. Pain and burning down the left-hand side of my leg, along the sciatic pathway. Just this hesitancy to even brace and move, and slowly it got worse and worse because I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't understand rehab. I didn't understand the anatomy of what damage I was creating at the time. But lo and behold, I went and had this imaging done about 6 or 7 weeks ago. A lumbar pelvic screen, or a lumbar pelvic x-ray series, and a lumbar series, which just includes a front standard AP and then a lateral. What showed up with that is, you'll see in the frame just next to me, there is a loss in cortical density of the L4 and L5 vertebrae. There is a loss in the cortical outline, particularly of the L5 vertebrae. There is almost a slight translation and displacement to the left-hand side of the 5th lumbar vertebrae. There is a scoliosis with the convexity or the rounding towards the left-hand side. You'll even see in the lumbopelvic image that the right-hand side superior acetabular rim, so the top of my right-hand hip, is almost got a greater density to it, or so it appears. Probably because I'm using my right-hand side hip a whole lot more when I create leg drive out of a squat and a deadlift. The joke of it is I still do these movements, but it is becoming clearer to me just how compromised my body is. Not that it's escaped me, that I haven't understood that it's not a great spine that I have now. The feeling is not the most comfortable. But was it ever comfortable when I first started training? Not really. It wasn't about being comfortable. It was about strength. It was about discipline. It was about pushing hard. It was about releasing aggression and frustration. 10 years on, dealing with the consequences. It's funny to think I want to use this as an example to explain to younger people why they should learn technique or why that's so important. It's great to learn because you can actually get stronger learning technique than if you didn't understand technique. But I'm an example of the damage that you can do when you don't understand really what's happening in your body. So, 10 years on, what's happened?